by the authorities, which he termed as a serious threat to public life and liberty. Addressing a joint sitting of the bicameral parliament, the president urged members of the public with useful information on police officials who should be indicted on grounds of involvement in police brutality and extrajudicial killings to come forward and assist in investigations by the Directorate of Criminal Investigations and the Independent Policing and Oversight Authority. Here's that report by Safin Achieng Ouma.
Appearing in Parliament for a second time to fulfill his obligation of a State of the Nation address, President William Ruto took his time to weigh in on pressing issues compromising the security of the state. His address coming amidst an outcry over cases of abductions, enforced disappearances and unexplained killings. Ruto promised accountability and justice for victims of illegal arrests and police brutality, especially during the recent protests in the country.
A good number of alleged disappearances have also turned out to be arrests made by police officers. In such cases, the suspects have been duly arraigned in court. I must, however, make it very clear, I condemn any excessive or extrajudicial action which puts the life and liberty of any person at risk, including disappearances and threats to life.
President Ruto defended the constitutional right to a peaceful protest, but was quick to emphasize the importance of striking a balance between democratic expression and guaranteeing public safety and security, as well as the country's prosperity.
Criminals and subversive elements who infiltrate and hijack peaceful protests are a threat both to legitimate protesters and to the public. Incidences of violent criminality in the name of protests threaten the safety of innocent people, public assets, private property, and the social order.
His address comes against the backdrop of alarming statistics that show that Kenya has reported 97 cases of femicide since August, signaling a sharp rise in gender-based violence incidents. Killing of women, according to the president, have become a ticking time bomb.
Left unaddressed, these incidents will cause the women of our nation to feel increasingly unsafe, even in their own homes. It is my hope that in due course, those found culpable will face the full force of the law.
The solution, however, according to Ruto, will have to go beyond the rule of law.
It is time for each of us, political leaders, public officers, religious leaders, traditional institutions and family members, to do our part in raising boys into morally upright men who will never need to affirm their masculinity at the expense of women.
Safin Achieng Ouma, Citizen TV.
In the same breath, President William Ruto also defended his administration's universal healthcare coverage program, now codenamed